around a bunch of like yes men.
Yeah.
Or he's just not like, nah, fuck that, I'm gonna do what I want to do. But that's what I was telling you earlier about having Capricorns need. I feel like most of them need a woman around them that's gonna like not let them walk all over. Like Dana Lee, I don't know her sign or whatever,
She's a Sag.
but the baby probably knew like, yo, this bitch want me to do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Capricorns know with certain women they're not gonna be able to do that, and they like that. Not saying it's a challenge, but they just like to be disciplined at all times. Like he doesn't have that at all. This nigga, he can do it through. He too rich.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I definitely agree because I feel like with the whole Danny Lay situation, like he was trying to keep that under wraps. Like she was just trying to get, like, I'm going to keep using signs. Like a Sag, they're a very social person. People, they out there. Like she put that. Like I feel like the baby when it comes to his love life and his with these feet. Because the thing is, right now we're talking about his love life. We're not talking about his music. His album just
Yeah.
dropped, but everybody know the biggest thing on the album. He said he trashed Meg and stuff like that. And then we know he had a problem with the baby mother, and he slammed the baby mother's brother. We know the first baby mother that he probably actually loves. You know what I'm saying? He has problem with her, but it's just like that's just the girl he's territorial with because I feel like that's the first baby mother. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she has a business and everything. I guess the point to this, so people's not confused, what basically we asked him because the baby has a lot of problems and we want he. Genie just said we'll go to the concert and stuff like that, and I said I'll go to the concert, but the baby is inconsistent because of the problems that he have behind closed doors. And the thing is, the problems that he has behind closed doors gets to the light, and then now we're questioning him. But I'm agreeing with Cheney right now, not because he's a Capricorn, not because he's my homie, but just because I'm looking at both sides of the spectrum, and where the baby at is in his life is he's trying to figure out who is loyal to him, in my opinion.
Yeah, it seemed like he only got cause like I think he signed with his cousins. He fought him backstage or whatever.
He fought one of his actual blood cousins backstage.
Yeah, he's an artist too, right?
Damn, I remember that fight, yo. I remember that. I didn't even know his blood cousin. I thought I was just an artist.
So he's surrounded around people that he's helping, but he don't really fuck with them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's helping all these people, but it's like no one really fucks with the baby, bro. To be honest with you, like from start since he was famous, I feel like if you look at his old YouTube videos when he was in some place in Atlanta or Charlotte, or whatever.
Yeah.
They was like, yo, bro, you gotta check in. So
I
I feel
remember
like
that time.
his whole timeline in the industry, no one's fucked with him. So he's like kind of like unapologetic, and like just based off his experience, he's not gonna explain himself. Fuck the horoscope sign.
Got you.
It's just based off what he been through to get here. So now that he got all the way past COVID and did a show, and then it's like he's sliding down because he just don't have that support around him that you need to keep him in check.
His camp.
In his camp, whether it's family, like he's running too many things. You can't be the artist and the CEO.
That's literally in my personal life what I'm trying to do, but that's why I'm trying to. I feel like Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad
Yeah.
because the thing is, a lot of artists do that, and we can stay on the baby because I feel like the baby keeping the conversation going. But I feel like a lot of artists they create the label because they want to feed niggas or they want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But when the bigger picture, you're just an artist and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And the baby, I felt like because the thing is, Stunner's not signed to him no more. I think, right? Yeah, Stunner. I don't feel like
I
Stunner.
don't even hear about this nigga no more.
Yeah, I follow Stunner. Stunner, I don't think it's signed to him no more. But I feel like the baby, like, and this is my biggest thing, so I won't sound crazy. This thing, I feel like the baby. He came in like he got to deal with the money. He came in like you said. He probably had people around him that was just using him and stuff like that. He got really big, and then when this came down, nobody was on his side and stuff like that. And so now he's kind of by himself because everybody really just wanted just to blow up and get the bread. Like I don't know how. Like we're just talking from the hip right now. This is the first thing, but I just feel like he just like that's where he's at right now. I support the. I want to go to the show and see him because like I'm into some. I feel like that's where he's at right now. It's like
Yeah.
he just trying to understand why niggas don't fuck with him. And then the biggest thing right now is you fucking with like the gay shit, like niggas is over there. I feel like now you just like, yo, bro, like like fuck this girl, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But he's still sticking his paws. He's still sticking his wood inside the chimney because he didn't have to say that in his album. He wanted to like spark. Like I feel like the baby likes controversy, but it's the wrong controversy for him. His controversy could be like, yo, let me do this charity. It gets shot up because everything he does, and that's what media does anyway. They show the bad shit, but with him, it's always something bad. Whether it's an interview on YouTube with him in a investigation room, it's kind of like he needs to like try to shine the good that he does. He probably don't even record it. Like you know, niggas like Fat Boy, they always record the good. So like they got a good resume. What's the baby's resume?
yo, you're totally right, and I feel like this may not get to him, but that is the best advice you can probably give him because I feel like that is what it is. I feel like literally he needs that support. He needs that because right now I'm not gonna play it on here. Like maybe some other time, but I feel like him going on the because I say academic's name a couple of times. But I feel like he needs to really just like talk to somebody that's like not on like a Charlemagne side or not on like Drink Champs or not on
Yeah.
somebody like he needs to talk to somebody that's going to just put the real out. That's why I feel like he got to answer these questions.
I feel like he's not only because of where he's at. He's very. I feel like he's a very private dude. Though. He only shows you his sparks, like his thrill, like how he is. But
I agree.
like on like the only time you see him on camera is like on an interview, but he's showing you a different side. But the side we always know is like, smack, and then he needs to show a different side of him in order for people to just like reach for him. You know what I'm saying? Like even with the academics interview, I seen a little bit of it. He was like, "Yo, you a dirty ass nigga for that." Some niggas would have popped off. Some niggas like, "Yo, what the fuck?" He was like, "Oh." Not saying he's wrong for his reaction, but it's like he's not emotionally in tune for the shit that he's doing. And I understand as a Capricorn, because we're not emotional people, but he kind of has to do it in his spotlight in order for like people that's not elevated as far as like just how they think. He kind of needs to think differently. If you get what I'm saying, as far as showing his emotions, because then people will fuck with him. I feel like overall the baby's not a bad person. He just needs to like not even play his cards. He needs to pick he just needs to move different, as far as just like dealing with his fans and what he say because no one's checking him. I'm pretty sure like when he said that shit, he wasn't even thinking, and I know he wasn't thinking.
And we're talking about the gay
LG,
thing. Yeah.
I know he wasn't thinking like, oh, if I say this, I'm a fucking But he don't have people around him to even have thoughts of conversation like that because he's always running the fucking show, which is cool. But you need to have that one homie or girl or parent or whatever to lean on that you know that you talk to them, you're gonna walk away thinking a little better than you was before. He don't have that. He have his kids, which is nothing wrong with that, but they're kids. You need to be around somebody that's wise.
Yeah. I feel like that's a genuine problem with most, I'm not even going to say rappers, I'm going to just say most people with money.
They lose it, yeah. Like, nigga, not saying he forgot how he got there, but bro, like, we playing what Kanye was saying. We playing their game, and it's kind of like, nigga, if you ain't on Kanye level, like, he probably, like I said, he did that unexpectedly, bro, but he not on Kanye level to say shit and still go back on Instagram. Like, bro, I was fucking pissed. They took the nigga music off Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, I can like, if you type in baby, all you see is Lil Baby.
Yeah.
You can't even find a feature with this nigga. So he's like,
he's considered blackball in my eyes. Like, do you believe black? Because people argue that all the time. Blackball doesn't exist. Like, I feel like blackball is just anything. Shit, blackball is just in fucking high school. Like blackball, like nigga, you don't get picked to be on the kickball team, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, if niggas don't fuck with you, niggas don't fuck with you.
is he blackballed himself in a sense because I feel like he's very smart. He just don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, it can go back and forth, bro. Yeah, he's being blackballed. He blackballed himself. But my whole thing was like, yo, all right, let's say he said he's getting blackballed. Yeah. Nigga, you know how to get out those positions. Nigga, do a song with Lil Nas. NBA Youngboy did it. Nigga, you did a whole album with NBA Youngboy. You think the majority of your income is coming from white consumers?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So now you cut off your ties with the LGBT, and you know who's that being ran by. You all the money you consume is gone. Nigga, you gotta go do a show. You gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he broke. I doubt the baby's broke. I doubt it. I highly doubt any. Oh no, I can't say that, bro. I know he's not broke. He needs to find a way to get back to his consumers. And he could have did a song with a gay artist or went on live to make it seem like come up with a scheme. Like get Saucy Santana. Y'all on Twitch like yo, have him or her. Or, you know, talk about just do something with the gay community. He still didn't do shit besides apologize.
Yeah. So like I guess so we can move on like so we won't give people. Like, I feel like right now like everything you said that happened like last year at Rolling Loud, right? Cause he was at the like I didn't see him because I went to Rolling Loud this year. I wanted to see him, but Rolling Loud thing about Rolling Loud is very hard to see who you want because everybody perform at different times. It's 5 different stages, and like that shit's just hard as hell. But a year later, we got Travis is uncanceled. The baby, I feel like he's like if you're saying that, then the baby's still kind of canceled, but he has a show in Cincinnati. New York, like I feel like he's getting his money. What's the place you say he gonna call? That's called.
Or maybe he's there now because I just seen that shit up there. Or he could have just took the shit off.
Yeah, he probably because the thing is like the baby's going like that's why this conversation is good because the baby is going through something with like ticket like the internet is basically everything is ran by the internet because right now we're deep diving right now. We're taking our time deep diving. Because just like what Chini just said with the whole the baby thing, I agree with everything he just said. Like the baby he's underwater, but he can literally get out from underwater.
Yeah, he's not that deep. Wait, go to his IG because his he got his tour shit up there.
Yeah, so.
I'm just like, how the fuck that shit probably it's either sold out and it would say sold out though.
Give me a second, it's gonna be fixed. So I'm just doing it for the stream. Alright, so the baby, alright. Learn how to navigate this. It's funny as hell because when niggas be on YouTube trying to navigate shit, niggas be taking hella long. You're like, this nigga taking hella long. Like now I understand. You gotta have that shit ready. Like, you gotta have that shit ready to fucking pop up. The baby. Alright, boom. I might need some music in the back, but the thing is, I don't even got no music there. So wait, what am I looking at again?
It's tour date.
It's tour date.
I seen it up there earlier.
Are you right?
It might. No, wait.
Is
that Meg?
This is the song about Meg, though. Wait, no. This ain't the song about Meg. Yo, did you hear the song about Meg?
Yeah, I heard it. I was lit.
Yeah.
Wait, go up. It's recent. Click that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, this is it right here.
Richmond, November 9th?
Yeah. November 9th, Richmond.
I don't see that shit up there.
Yo. Alright, so right now we...
You see I was talking, and I said that before we even got to this conversation.
Yeah, damn, November 9th.
You see?
Yeah, they might have took it off.
Yo, you see what I'm saying? That's why I didn't want to even pay for that shit, because I know it was... Nigga, going to his tour is a setup. It has to literally happen. Like, yo, y'all trying to go to his tour? I heard the baby in North Carolina. Like, I'm not traveling to see this nigga, bro.
Damn, so this is literally... So, I'm glad we're saying it like this, because the type of person I am, me and Chini, we went to, like, Machine Gun Kelly. I don't know nothing about them. Like, I just ran. That shit was lit. These artists, they have to play the bit. Like, so do you feel like... Alright, random question. Do you feel like you're an artist, right? You got a song. How you feel right now? Would you play the game, or would you just do it for fun and whatever happened just happened? Just
whatever happens, fuck it. If you're going off just that question,
yeah, that question.
Whatever happens, but my day-to-day life, no, I wouldn't.
Cause so the reason why I asked this question is because I look at it as like the baby. If you're saying he's moving like how he's moving, with the whole like he keeps his life like me personally. He has to basically you have to basically put your life on Front Street, and the thing is he's not really playing the game right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to play the game because I feel like that's why I feel like we can transfer on this to Kanye West so we can get off the baby. I don't know how long we're talking about, but the thing is like niggas that don't play the game, like it's literally like slavery and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like you saying what you're saying, like I probably disagree because I feel like you'll fall in line. You know what I'm saying? Like especially if it's like you know what I'm saying, bread deal with it and stuff. I feel so I feel like what I feel like what the baby is, he wants to fall in line, but he just doesn't know how to do it. Just explaining what you're saying, and just like because the thing is like me just being a fan, like I don't agree with half the shit he do, but I understand him as a person. I would have went to that show. But the blackball thing is getting big now. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I didn't even tell you about the show because I knew. I just know it's, nigga, it's not worth it.
It ain't worth it. And
nah, if it's not here, home, Raleigh, at the least, Charlotte, it's either he gonna go or not. As you see, he didn't even put it up there. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's going to the cities that he hurt the most.
Mm.
He could be doing that.
The thing is, see, this is just a first string. I'm glad we're doing it like this because I feel like I need to do research shows. So, and because I know you're on stream right now, so it's great for you. But I feel like for the stream I'm doing, like, I need it to be like, I need to have all the information so I could just spill it to you and we can talk about it. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like the reason why this the baby conversation can flow the way it is because you can, you know what I'm saying?
There's just a lot of controversy.
Yeah,
I
feel like even if it wasn't controversial, you could talk. I just feel like it just gotta be stuff that we can just relate on and shit like that, where we can just talk. Cause do you know who Jason Lee is?
I know him from the show on Zeus. I don't know in person. I heard about him a lot. Didn't he date Magic Johnson's son or some shit?
She might have. I don't know. He's a gay dude though.
That's what I heard. That's how I heard his name actually through Magic Johnson's son.
Right.
Let me use the bathroom.
Do your thing. I'm gonna just talk and do my thing right now because I'm streaming. Alright. So yes, this is actually fun streaming like this and having two streams because I feel like your stream can build how it is and like I'm still trying to build my shit up because I'm about like people I'm gonna be paying and paying for promotion, so I need everybody to get that shit straight. Cause I have a camera. It's just that like it's just not time to use it. I'm a dude that's entertainment. Let's play this in the background. actual camera.
Oh, your Nikon or whatever don't work with this?
It do, but it's just too much. The camera I got is at the pawn shop, so I'm waiting to that back.
Yeah, you might got a little bit of weed out. That shit be killing me.
That's what I'm trying to just have weed on all the time. But how do you like the like how our dynamic was when we was talking?
Oh, I definitely got some topics. I'll do it about in the bathroom. Some good topics about good and evil.
Okay.
Because my whole thing about when it comes to this devil religion shit, I always like back in my head, I'm like there has to be a good God and a bad God. Because no one I've ever met in my life has just been all good.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, there has to be like a I don't think there's a devil. Only because everybody makes good and bad decisions. Some could be evil. You know what I'm saying? Because you can meet the goodest person, but they can make the most fucked up decision that could cause the world. Oh, so now he's a devil? But he just saved 1 million people last year. So that whole devil and like heaven, like hell type shit, it could and can't be a thing. But like logically me thinking, like I just think there's good and bad gods, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like the one we probably praise as people in society is probably the only one we know. And we praise him. We probably praise him because that's what we've been taught in the society.
Okay.
But shit, the people that's teaching us that is probably praising the one that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying?
Like going into like basically what you're saying and stuff like that. It's like that's why I always preach duality, because like I was kind of raised on duality, and the thing is like if we want to just get into the Bible or just get into like religion was created to teach people good and evil. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always tell people I don't hate religion. But it's just like I've been taught religion as a youth, like at a young age. Like some people get onto religion after they're caught a body and they're in jail and they just go Muslim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was kind of taught all the religions at a young age, and all religions is not to me but mythology, like from one true creator, or like you said, like the one thing that I'm growing from is like whoever or whatever created this has a creator. So it's just like we have to break out of this, which is death. Or just like, you know, like whatever you feel like the next level of a human is. But I just look at it as like that's a good topic, like the good, because I just watched a movie on Netflix called Good and Evil. Like the thing is that you you need balance. You need, like that's the thing. I always try to create balance, but it's just like the people around me, I need to know what side are they on. Like not because like I want you to be on the side. It's just like. You know what I'm saying? To create balance, I need to understand what side people on. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like I guess I'm just like it's a control mechanism, but I just look at it as like yo, it's just understanding good and evil, because nobody really understands good and evil. Like I believe nobody understands it on this earth.
Well, we haven't had the opportunity to understand it just based off the way society is. All we know is just this good God and. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, them Israelites always said, like, oh, how can we believe in the white, if Jesus was white, how can we, like, sit here and praise someone that's been causing, like, how is he your Jesus? Like, how is he, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, he could have been a good person, too.
Yeah. See, the thing is, like, I know people like, oh, I read the Bible. Like, I read parts of the Bible, and I went to Bible study. Like, Jesus technically wasn't that good of a person. You know what I'm saying? Like he just stood on like the godly principles. Just like you heard about Moses, right?
Yeah.
Like Moses is the same type of person. Like he stayed on godly principles and stuff. That's how he brought like the Jews out. That's how like Jesus changed the world. Like I just look at it as like a person like me and you. Like how I look at religion or good and evil. Like I'll use you as an example. I'm watching your life like a movie. You get what I'm saying? Like I see the good and the evil in you. Like it's up to me to judge. Like, are you an antichrist or are you like pro Christ? You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I just look at it. And when people like the conversation you brought up, like good and evil, I always looked at it as like, yo, it takes time to understand if somebody really is full, actually a good person or actually evil.
But as humans, I feel like we understand good and evil. We we don't know how to accept it, or we don't even know if accepting it is a thing. Because it's so the way everything is set up is basically to divide us, and good and bad is a big ass division, whatever you want to call it. Shit, that's damn near a division of the good and bad thing, because we have Republicans, we have Democrats, we have so many things that people could look at as good and bad. But how is it? How can you say something's good and how can you say something's bad? Unless it's literally like, yo, should kill this nigga. No. There's so many. There's just so many ways, bro. I'm getting kind of tongue tied, but there's so many things, bro.
What you're saying, that can be a conversation that we could talk about every day, because I feel like good and evil is a...
I can milk this?
Yeah, you can milk that. Good and evil is a consistent thing, because I look at it as like, alright, yeah, right now, America's Christianity. So the Bible, let's use the Bible as an example and stuff like that. People look at good and evil through the Bible, but if you don't understand the Bible, then how do you know what is good and what is evil and stuff like that? Because the thing is, the oldest story, they say you can have everything, but you can't eat the tree of knowledge. Well, if knowledge is power and you can move better off knowledge, then why can't I eat from the tree? You know what I'm saying, of knowledge? But I feel like even, because in my perspective, good and evil is the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's literally the same thing. It's just like, what do you want to be under? Because right now we're under America. Like, me, I'm not saying I'm a proud American, but America works for me because of who I am today. But if I was in some other situation, I would look at America as a bad, like, Nazi. And like Germany, you know what I'm saying? Like, I look at it as Germany, but I'm in Germany. Like, if I was in Germany in 1945, I'd be happy to be a German. Right now, you know what I'm saying? So I just look at it as like, and then when I look at Germany and Hitler and what they did, like, they was trying to push free energy, but it wasn't free energy for people that look like me. It was blue, you know what I'm saying? It was blue-eyed blind people. So it's just like, he had a good idea, but he didn't fully understand what he was trying to do. Because I don't want to get into the whole Jew thing, but this is real. I respect Jews, but I just, like, the thing is, if somebody is disrespecting me, it's going to be retaliation. So I just look at it, if Jew, Hitler, whoever is the main power, and they feel disrespected, they're going to retaliate. Good or bad.
It's kind of like damn near an emotion in a sense.
Okay, yes.
Like the good and bad shit. But people don't know good and evil shit. People don't realize everybody can be good and evil, and we need to just stop saying, oh, this is a good person. Mm-hmm. Nigga, everybody make fucked up decisions that could ruin shit. Everybody. Pastors. You name it, everybody's done it, bro. So that's just what I really wanted to say about the good and evil shit, bro. That niggas gotta understand it, man. And realize everybody's not perfect. Let's stop doing this. Oh, he know better shit. I'm just tired of hearing that. Like, let me not get too pumped.
I feel like you should get pumped up because I feel.
Some views, bro. My bad.
Nah, do your thing. Nah, I'm gonna just talk, but I feel like he's every right to get pumped up because I feel like that is the spiritual war that we're in right now. We're trying to figure out what is good and what is evil, because good and something that is good might really be evil. It's just like if you have a majority of people thinking that something is good and it's really evil. That's why people look at the Jewish community or look at a certain group of people as evil because they're doing something that's benefiting them. Yes, it might not be good for the people that's outside that's benefiting them, but in my opinion, if they're telling me what they're doing and everything, like if I had a TV show and I didn't think a certain race like Spanish people wasn't doing I basically stereotype Spanish people. Spanish people may not like how I feel about them, but that's what I see. They probably be like, yo, that's wrong. That's not this. But I'm like, yo, that's all I seen from y'all.
Yeah.
This conversation can go on for days, and which this comment and that good and evil, if we do stuff like this, it's gonna be a ongoing thing that we talk about. Off rip, I know. Yeah.
Cause everything that we looking at, bro,
Yeah.
it's just too like. How can I say it? It's too baby. Like I can't even use the word babysit. Like it's the half truth.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody really puts out the full truth unless you go meet up with a nigga. No, that nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's just the half truth is constantly spilled about what's really going on, and it's like us. It's like I guess Black American people. Our truth is already taken from us, so we're in this constant fight of wanting to know the real truth. You know what I'm saying? Like other race may know it, which is fucked up, but we may never know our full truth just off the fact that it's been ripped away.
And that's where I guess I fight with people all the time, because it's just like, not saying that I know the truth, but I know a substantial amount of knowledge that can be proven as fact or truth. And it's just like, if I don't have the information, I may sound crazy. It's just like, what? Like, this is a good question to talk about. Earth being flat or round.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what is your perspective on the Earth being flat or round? Do you care?
See, I always said it's flat, but my whole thing, I kind of want to go like up in space. In order to, you know what I'm saying? Because like, I kind of want to believe it's round because that's what I've been seeing my whole life. But when you go out in the sea, bro, you don't just fall and, you know, niggas don't just drop and go all the way around the globe. You know what I'm saying, bro? So it's like, it feel flat.
Yeah. So you want to go to outer space to see or to feel that there's outer space?
No, to see how the Earth look. Like, is it really round? Which I don't believe. I think that shit was just some, oh, let's just say this shit look like this. No one's actually gonna know.
Yeah. Have you ever been on a plane?
Yeah. Everything like squares, like, everything is very symmetrical on this fucking road, bro. Even like if you go drive on the highway, all the trees are perfectly aligned. Like everything is aligned here down to a science, bro. Like all this shit was built for a purpose. Like I was saying earlier. The people that's been running this show right now is doing it for their purpose.
Yeah. So does that make good and evil exist?
Yeah, cause they use people. They use people. The people that's been doing this shit. They made evil decisions that's not even gonna help, like really like, help us.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I guess you know what my thing is, why I feel like it's always going to be a quagmire with me or a thing, because it's just like I see the good and evil, and I see the evil and good. Like basically what you were saying, like, so it's just like if I see it that way, I feel like it exists. Only exists because we talk about that it exists.
Yeah, but niggas need to. Everybody needs to see that shit exists, bro. Niggas, you know how there's always just like, oh, this person is like unbelievably nice. Like she's too good. If something happened to her, the whole neighborhood is going like, nigga. That one person that you're talking about is probably doing the most fucked up shit.
That's a fact.
The most fucked up shit they probably even think that person could do. You know what I'm saying? Like, people got like, it's just the understanding, the understanding, bro, of where we at right now in society with this. Now I'm only using good and evil because a lot of this shit boils down to that decision makings with good and evil.
And the reason why I feel like it boils down to everything being good and evil, because even at election time, the other person making a smear campaign about the other person, because that's like, just to get into a general thing, that's why like I want to talk about politics and talk about religion and all that stuff, but I feel like that is the topics that's being censored. So like we're forced to talk about, I hate to say it, the baby.
Yeah.
You know, forced to talk about other things, and then when like bring him up in the algorithm, Kanye West, if he's talking about something that everybody can see, but they know they can't talk about because of the power structure, then it's just like, yo, that's what brings fear. And I feel like we can talk about it, but it's just like me as a person, I have a price on me only because I know I need money. So I guess this will transition to like should we in the future should we even keep worrying about having money, or should we just do everything off of the barter? You know what the barter system is, right?
No.
Okay, so the barter system is like you got 4 oranges and I got four bananas. You really want my bananas, so I could take 2 oranges for 1 banana. You know what I'm saying? That's the barter system because you really want the bananas. I don't really need the oranges, but I can take some oranges. So I feel like that's it. And then once a group of people or once certain people came around, they was like, I don't have that, but I have this money that can get you probably a piece of coal
Yeah.
or some gold, something that you only can use for energy. And then that's why I feel like money was created.
Shit, money. I feel like whoever created this whole money system, bro, it's very smart. But now it's too many people making money.
That's a fact.
It's too many. They didn't know that it was gonna be like that. Like, damn, we didn't know everybody's gonna get rich like this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like that's where, because I'm just talking from, that's why I feel like people that never had money think it's just like, yo, they're the rich people thinking like, yo, if this nigga can get rich with me, he's going to take me out. And I picked up that mentality only because when I did get something, somebody tried, you know what I'm saying, somebody tried to rob it, but that's not everybody.
Yeah.
But that's how the rich think. So it's just like, that's why I kind of play the duality game of just being like, yo, I want to be in the barter system, but I already know I'm in a capitalist system, so fuck the barter system. We're going to get this bread.
So basically, you think the system needs to change?
That's why I'm at a dilemma. I wanted to change my personal thing. I wanted because it works easier for me in barter.
Yeah.
But like in the cash, and I guess this is going to sound like a contradiction because in the cash system, I feel like it brings a lot of order because the thing is, if I bust my ass for 8 hours for a certain amount of money to get what I want, I can be satisfied.
Yeah.
That's why some people be like, yo, somebody got to cut that grass. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to fix that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, somebody got to do that. So that's why I feel like wages was created. And I could be wrong. That's why I feel like or not even slavery, servitude. Because the thing is, I admitted to my, like, my partner, I admit it all the time. I'm a servant because I'm serving in customer service. Like, I don't have nothing of value to give the world other than my servitude.
As far as like knowledge and shit.
Knowledge, my physical. It's the same with you. Like, you go to your job, and the thing is, you clearly know the knowledge that you can be the boss, but you just like, yo, I have nothing to show but my servitude.
Yeah.
And you get paid good for that for you to survive until you get disgruntled like, nigga, like, I'm not surviving. And that's why I feel like the one world order is trying to create a world where it's just like, all right, you want to survive, you can survive, but we have to get rid of a lot of people so you won't feel challenged to do what, you know what I'm saying?
That's the problem. I feel like on some conspiracy shit, that's why these diseases, I feel like, regardless of it's AIDS, HIV, COVID, these viruses, I feel like are man-made. They have to be
I believe
man-made.
that's a fact.
How the fuck how do you even know what you caught when you go to the doctor? They've been studying these diseases for thousands of years. I don't even think AIDS was out 1,000 years ago. I feel like our body, they're putting shit in us through the foods that our body can't naturally get rid of this shit. I feel like it's kind of like they have this shit to a.
That's a good one.
No, for real. That's what I honestly be thinking. Like the foods that we eat for us, McDonald's, they have these things out because it's like whatever they put in our food, you know, it's a chain of like command with the leaders. So it's like if we're gonna put this in our food, so if this person get this, they can't get rid of it. They're gonna have to buy medicine. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's kind of like they're purposely putting this stuff in our body so they can make just basically milk. You know what I'm saying?
Because we're supposedly not supposed to make. Fact, they said this is, I don't know, because I still drink almond milk, but milk, they say you're not supposed to be drinking the cow milk. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's things that we do. Because I even brought up to a shorty, she said, I was like, yo, nobody talks about GMOs no more because it's just like, even down to the vegans and people, everybody know, like, even vegetables is GMO. So it's like, it's not no point in fighting it, but we're conditioned now.
Well, when it comes to like vegetables and like animals, bro, I'm pretty sure, bro. There's not enough to feed this whole world. You see how much food niggas waste. You go to the store, buffet, bro. We waste too much food every day. How in the hell are we producing these animals like that? They say steroids. They say all kinds of shit. They doing tests. I don't believe it. I think they're just feeding us what they could feed us. Whether it's a nigga, like it's a lot of shit, bro. I just think it's literally a lot of shit they're not telling us, which I'm okay with, cause
You believe in cloning?
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I mean that's a big. I feel like that's. We don't gotta get into that. Cloning is cloning, but that's why I feel like with it, that's where we at, and I feel like I guess where every time we talk, I'm trying to figure out because like I guess I'm looking to you for an answer to just build off of like what could we do to change these predicaments that we in. Obviously, gonna take years, but like,
I mean,
uh, I guess a trail or direction.
what we can do as people, like fuck the color, race, or whatever. We all have to come together because we're it's their strength in numbers. You know what I'm saying? There's more poor people than there is rich people.
That's a
If
fact.
we stop working and stop having this country like a fucking bike constantly moving, they're gonna have to budge. They're gonna have because bro, they could literally pay everybody right now $1 million. If they could send trillions of dollars to other countries, it could be real or fake. But if they can do that, it, it's kind of like a control thing to have us like this. To have smart people like us to have conversations like this, and when we have conversations like this online, it's only gonna help them filter it to come kill us because they
That's a
don't
fact.
they don't need people like us around
That's a
because we're
fact.
gonna disrupt society with these conversations. Like yo, these niggas are too smart. We gotta get rid of them because now if they go around the neighborhood and start talking like this, like we poor, let's just stick together. We like gangs. They created gangs so that it helped them to kill each other.
I believe that's a fact too. Public officials, like that's why these like we're just talking. I feel like we're talking regular right now, but I'm trying
Yeah.
to figure out where can we go with this because I feel like everybody podcasts. Everybody talks about tea. Everybody
Yeah.
talks about you know what I'm saying? Like nobody creates solutions. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying our little podcast like I don't got like can create solutions, but I feel like it gotta be just some way we can create a solution, even if it's just a thought. You know what I'm saying? I know that's cliche too,
Yeah.
but like all it is consistency. I feel like that's the main word I'm going with. Just listening to everything, even off camera, what we're talking about is consistency.
Well, my whole thing, bro. If we need immediate change, everybody has to stop. Cause once the poor people stop, cause we're damn near the engine to the world. The poor people.
Can I ask a question? So, all right, I know this is hard to answer. Like, other than that, is you think there's another way, or we just gotta just keep building on that thought or that topic coming together? Because I mean that is the end all be all, obviously, but it's just so hard with just how the world is right now.
I think for safety reasons, it'd be better for us to just all stick together. Because if we go any other way, it's gonna lead to division again. Meaning like how can I say it? Like this person may have more guns than you. We can't help you. What are you gonna help us with? We can't have that. Oh, what can you do? Thought in order to get out this system that we're in as poor people. If we want more, we have to stop helping the rich more. Because all we're really doing is helping them stay rich. That's literally
Yeah,
all we're doing.
that's the cliche fact. That's the cliche fact too, and that's why like even like right here as I'm sitting here thinking, it's just like it's a lot. It's just a lot of talking and a lot of just
Yeah.
educating to do, and it's just like now that we sitting here podcast, I feel like thousands of people is watching. I'm like, yo, it's still not enough what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you brought this up a long time ago. Like, he was like, yo, I'm ready to go, and I just literally told you to your face like, fuck no, nigga. But it's just like
Yeah.
I said it because it's just like the questions I'm asking you is just like, yo, it got it. Like, because it's just like, I know the cliche. Like, I keep using the word cliche, but I just know the answers that, because we just solved the problem just now, but it's easier said than done. So that's why I just look at when it comes to just like episodes, anything, like that shit just gotta be rocky, yo. And it's just like, but niggas are scared to just like even say the word Jew. People are just afraid to say the word. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it got to that point.
Like, even if you look at Caucasian people, it's not like a, alright, let's say Irish, England, well, I can't say England, the different places of white people, like Europe or whatever, let's say they're here, right?
Yeah.
How can I say it without sounding stupid? Like, damn, I kind of lost my train of thought, but they're basically good, but they're not good because they're not really running the show as far as like the white race.
I get what you're saying.
So they kind of could agree with us, and like, you know, obviously racism is a thing. The white people that's like us, they want to get rid of them so they could create a big. I feel like they want to create the biggest solution with us, but they're also trying to get rid of the people that's like this fucked up racists that want to stay like in slavery time, but it's not gonna help society. Like, we can't, like, think of it in a white person point of view. They don't want to deal with someone constantly nagging about something that could be fixed. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a white person, not
I
racist,
agree. That's why I got a question. I want you to finish your point.
like, if I'm a white person that's not racist or whatever, and I want to fix the problem, they don't want to. It's kind of like having a nagging ass girl. Like, damn, these niggas. Every time these niggas get killed, they complain about, we can fix this, but it's structured set in order where like those white people are not even. If they do that, you know, they have a platform, but it's not gonna go anywhere.
Yo, everything you saying, I get and is right, and I feel like that is the conversation that needs to be conducted in a way where we can just like, cause I feel like that's where it's at because I moved like, cause all right, in 2016, my bro, like a younger brother, cause he's more into politics than me. He basically explained to me, you get what I'm saying, that it's just like whether it's a color or anything, it's just like it's kind of better in humanity because the thing is humanity is already fucked up.
Yeah.
So even what like even down to what Ye is saying. Ye is saying, yo, I admire these people because like my people came and get good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean some people shadowed over and some people was like, yo, this nigga's right. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it gets back to the question where I'm saying, like, I ask you a question, sound good, good content, good everything, but it's just like, yo, weeks from now, niggas gonna be like, what are we gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? And then me and you, let's just say we get popular off of this, we're gonna fall right into the I don't even say them. Yeah, I guess like you know what I'm saying. Just the bloggers that's out right now that's trying to like be the mark. Like you know they're getting canceled because they're trying to use their voice, but it's just like it's not too late, but it's just like yo, somebody has to conduct it in a way where it's just like alright, the dumb, deaf, and the blind will understand.
I honestly think it has to be the rich that's gonna be willing to die for it. Because they have the biggest platform. They can easily like Kanye don't have it easy no more like he did, but it would have been easier for him to do what he did with a bunch of niggas. Because it'd be like some public enemy shit.
That's what he's screaming, but he just doesn't know how to articulate it.
Well, he just has a bad rap though when it comes to doing that. Because niggas like, yo, you be wildin', like, he can't go in the boardroom like Diddy or let's say a bunch of millionaires or whatever, Gotti, whatever, to try to run those type of niggas. They all gotta come to a thing. Like Kanye wants to be the face of this shit.
That's his big. That like all right. That's Kanye's biggest problem. Being the face. I feel like that is a general thing that not even niggas, white, everybody wants to be the face of something, and that's a human thing. That I mean, obviously, I'm on the other side. I don't want to be the face of nothing. That's not the popular opinion, but it's just like for somebody to be the face of something, they literally have to sacrifice themselves.
Yeah.
And Kanye West, he does it, but everybody can see the bullshit through it. Like we all know you trying to get your bitch back. You know what I'm saying? Like we all, like we know what you're trying to do. So it's like we're trying to, like I guess let's go back to the conversation we had offline. It's just like if you're my friend and I know what you're trying to do, and I'm telling you to your face, I can't ride. I'm riding with you, but I can't ride. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, it's just like, it's word again. It's cliche, but Kanye West. I mean, maybe he has to do it, but I just feel like that's getting old now because Malcolm X did like Like, and literally Kanye West is saying it on the thing, like, yo, if I die in 7 days, like, it's like, okay, so if you die, we're gonna mourn you, but we're gonna fall right back into our servitude or slavery, whatever we want to call it, mental, whatever we want to call what we're in right now.
Yeah. It's kind of sad that someone like him, I'm not saying he's not capable of doing it, but we need someone like a little bit more like steady, like in the head. Like Kanye might just be a nut that's really smart, like a mad scientist. We may just need someone that's like a scientist in his position. I'm saying because I feel like Kanye's just very mad. Like mad, because he going through shit with his family. He going through shit with the media. He may be going through shit that we don't know about. Drugs, alcohol. So he got all these boiled emotions, and he can't go to his wife no more. Can't go to his mom. He's cool with his dad. Obviously, nigga is a nigga, whatever. So who else can he go to besides Adidas, besides these places, who else is he gonna go to?
Let's go back to your baby point. Let's go back to Chinny the baby point. Is literally like, and that's a cliche thing too. Because if we say it and people agree with it, they're like, yo, Kanye West do need people around him, but who are we gonna put around this nigga? So it's just like, I guess I'm being very like forceful right now, but I just look at it as like, yo, it gets, you know what I'm saying, it gets tiring for everybody. And you're probably not showing it, but it's just like, it is. It sounds fun. We're sitting here talking, but in the back of your head, you're just like, we heard these points before. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like we can't. I'm not saying we can't. We can, but it's not gonna go nowhere right now. But how long is right now? Is right now another? Because I feel like over time, obviously, I feel like not even it's a power thing, but shit is gonna get better. Niggas is trying to rush it. Niggas he might see a war coming. There's a lot of reasons why he probably did what he did, but our time is coming as people, like the poor people, the black people.
Yeah, just not color, just like some people, just people.
Yeah, because I feel like they consider like poor people as black people. That's what they're trying to say, but no, nigga, everybody's poor. There's white people poor just as us. They just get a little bit more privileges. You know what I'm saying? It's a little easier for them to get Section 8 next week, which might take us a year. But they still just as poor as us. You know what I'm saying? But those are white people that's been here. They're just kind of tired of this racism shit because it's not working for them. It's working for a particular group.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, sum that up, bro. Niggas got us. The poor got to stick together.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just be the elephant in the room. It was said 100 times. Like, we're saying it right now, but I just feel like that is so serious right now. Because me and Chinny had a talk, and it's just like, he asked me the question. He was like, yo, do you... Like, I fuck with Ye, but I just stopped with the white lives matter, because if I was a person without the knowledge that I have, that would tick me off regardless if... You know what I'm saying? Because people... or black people ride with people for emotions, and black people, especially the black people that's intellectual, we eat it up. Like, I eat it up. You know what I'm saying? We eat it up because we don't get people telling us like, yo, you're that guy, or you're, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're that guy, or you're smarter than the rest of these niggas over here, or you're, you know what I'm saying? Niggas don't get that a lot, so it's just like, fuck, yo, like, even when I do that to my peers, it's just like, how much times a peer told you get in it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we need... It's just act. I guess this... Now that I'm summing all this up, this is an action thing. Because the thing is, me and him tried to podcast for a long time, and we're doing it like this, and it's just action. This is where my conclusion to everything. Just like we just act like... I'm going to have to cut this shit up and just see if I can get points out. But I feel like this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like... points, and then we gotta build on it, because you even said it to me before. You was like, yo, I'm tired of this shit, yo, somebody gotta do something. And I sat there and I said, yo, I'm with you, but then I tucked my tail. I was like, yo, it's not time. Just like you said, it's not like, but it kind of is time, but it's just like, we niggas gotta put their head together.
Well, it's something like, see, the thing is that crazy shit has happened, bro, like, with the, not to make it a race thing, but like when the white kid shot up the church, that was time.
Dylan, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was time for like... See, it's so divided that we can't even stick together. Like shit. You know, they didn't do that to like Spanish churches or stores or whatever. But as poor people, if we were to stick together as a whole, because I'm pretty sure there is like they probably don't even put the shit out on the media that Spanish who get killed from police brutality. They probably just show us all the time.
That's true. That's fact.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with
but
him.
it's about time that we all stick together. We all making the same money. Not even saying this is just about the money. It's just important that we stick together to fight, not to fight the rich, but to come to a different agreement, because the way they're doing it is completely demolishing. They created jails. They created so many things for us to live in a cycle forever, and it's working.
That's a fact. See, the thing is, what me and Chini are talking about, because the thing is, we're just regular people like the next person, but these thoughts are coming in from higher power, higher thoughts. Because I feel like he said with the jails, and who created these? Like, these are questions that, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
like people don't ask or answer, because it's just like, and you be like, well, this person created jail. Well, I'm like, this person created, whether it was black or white, anything, this person created jail, and it became a thing all over the world. Just like if me and you create something and became something over the world, we might not be able to control it once it gets out of control. So I feel like where it's at right now is shit is out of control. So we're talking like as regular people, not with people with knowledge and not people without knowledge. We're just talking as people with higher thoughts. It'd be like, yo, people probably need to, it's probably that time. And if this just get swept under the rug, we might talk like this again, you know what I'm saying? But I just look at it as like, this is the talk that is pushed around, whether it's me and Chini, whether it's who gets canceled, like the Andrew Tate, the Kanye Wests, the Coolios that just died. Like, people want to put this information out because over time, like, it's always going to get back to like, and okay, I'm about to go church real quick. The reason why Moses was able to get the people out of Egypt is because there was more slaves and more Hebrews and Jews than there was Egyptians at the time. That's why he was able to take the people, even though they had the magic, they had the alchemy, they had the stuff to keep them there. Moses, see, okay, real quick, Moses grew up in Egypt with the Pharaoh. So let's put that in this time. You was a broke, homeless nigga, orphan nigga, but you live with the Rothschilds.
Yeah.
So you got the information, but you look just like me. So now you're telling me the information that you got from the Rothschilds to me. So you're a Moses. That's why Kanye West uses Moses, that thing, because he was once people like us. That's why I was telling you, I was like, the reason why I kind of don't fuck with him because he's too far off. Like, he doesn't know he's too far off. But you're giving me or giving the people the solution, like, yo, that nigga just needs somebody around him like us. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that happened to Moses. He's probably saying it, but he doesn't know. Like, Nori or whoever you think your friend is, them niggas just rich like you. You need a nigga like that don't got a penny in his pocket. You know what I'm saying? To tell him, but it's just like, this might get swept under the rug, just like somebody else probably saying the same shit we saying. But I feel like what the regular person can do is can hit up Kanye, because Kanye West is he's approachable. I feel like, in my opinion, what he's letting everybody know is like, yo, I'm approachable now. Before I wasn't approachable. You can approach me. I'm eating out of fucking like shit in New York. Like, you're from New York. Like, we're from that area. We know you can walk up. Like, I walked up on celebrities in New, you know what I'm saying, in New York. So it's just like, he might get got doing shit like that, but he's letting everybody know, like, I need y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's how I took it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I take it. And I feel like celebrities do that. Like, Andre 3000, which is Andre Benjamin, Outkast. He's walking around with no shoes on. You know the industry ate him up and spit him the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know we keep using music, but that's what me and him, we deal with music. This isn't acting, sports, everything. Delonte West is walking around with his fucking shoe. You know what I'm saying? Like, this happens in every industry. And shit like that.
Well, music is one of the easiest things to control people with.
That's a fact.
Besides drugs.
Because music is universal. And do you want to, like, transfer on the drugs so we can have, like, build on that a little bit or not?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. And I feel like, just to use Kanye West, my bad, use Ye as an example. Ye is bipolar. He let niggas know, like, he's on medication. That's drugs. Like, that's not it's legal drugs, so he's not on drugs. No, the nigga's on drugs, just like the rest of everybody, whether we or whatever. So it's just like, he's a drug addict just like the rest of the people, and that's what people don't get it. People don't even want to talk about either, because all this stuff that we do in America is one big concentration camp, so everybody is on some type of substance. Some type of substance, whether you feel like it's a drug or not. You're on some type of substance. And I feel like that's where we're at right now. Is we're on everybody's on substance. I'm on substance. Everybody's on substance right now. So, and Kanye's on substance. That's why I feel like we can even communicate with him, because he might be off his meds. You know what I'm saying? He might be off his meds. And I just told you earlier, I was like, yo, I can see the signs of that nigga off his meds. You know what I'm saying? Just like local people we know, you can tell when the niggas off, huh?
Niggas need their meds.
Yeah, and I used to be like that. I'm like, yo, well, you're not you, but I used to tell people that be on like meds, I'm like, you don't need it. But then once I started really being around people that's kind of wacko jacko, I'm like, you might need to take your fucking meds. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And that's my biggest thing on it. But let me put some tunes so we can.
You fuck with the Brooklyn niggas right now. Dusty, they got a group out. Dusty, Lil Kane, On Point Like OP, Ron Suno, and Rod Swish.
I know Rod, Swish, and Uno because you showed me them. The other guys I'm not too familiar with.
Ron Suno, you definitely know him. You showed me one of his videos.
Okay, so I do. Yeah, I feel like So, but what's up with the New York? They New York.
They got a good mixtape out right now.
Right.
I fuck with it heavy because it's kind of like they add a New York sound for drill shit. Them Brooklyn niggas even doing rock music now. Like Rod Swish and Dusty Lil King got a rock track out right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that group right now is a good thing for the city kids. Because they talking about real shit, but it's not like dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, rap music is supposedly dangerous. Mm-hmm. But they're a good look right now. And I'm fucking with the group. Because I wasn't even seeing... Because Ron Suno from the Bronx, but who knows? He probably got ties in Brooklyn. And the rest of them, Swish, OP, and Lil King, they all from Brooklyn. But when they do, it sounds real good, bro. It's like Boys to Men rap edition. Like, whoever, if they get the right manager behind them and the right what's the name? Promotion or whatever, but they could be the next big rap group. And we haven't had that since G Unit. And I could tell they all communicated to the point. It's like, yo, nobody folding. Because when you see, they got like vlogs up here with other vlog people, and you could tell like they not fucking up the bag for anything. Somebody dying. That's how you could tell. Like that's how locked in they in. And like yeah, I'm fucking with them. That's what I'm saying. I'm fucking with the new They're not new. They've been out for a while, but it's smart because they all have their fan base. You add that shit together, they can only get bigger. Kind of like what poor people should do.
Yeah, because I'm going to say this and I'm going to tell you about the Glorilla thing. So, with Rasuno and them like that, like, my perspective, when I first got into New York drill rap and New York rap, like, I thought that shit was the corniest shit in the world. Yeah. The only reason why I gave it a chance because you brought it around, you know what I'm saying? But then I started really looking deep into it. New York niggas, especially Bronx niggas, hip-hop came from Bronx, you know what I'm saying? They started off on sample beats, you know what I'm saying, putting the drum on it. So they're literally doing the same thing. So I'm starting to respect it more, and I'm starting to want to see them grow like how you are. And that's why I feel like what you're saying is like I'm falling in line from what you're saying. And then going into the Glorilla thing, the girl Glorilla and the dude Hit Kid, because I was listening to that earlier, the dude brought a group of girls together, but he was the producer. Yeah. So he's basically did what DJ Khaled did, but he didn't know the business. So Glorilla, from basically like alleged, this is my opinion. Basically, either Glorilla, either he was going behind her back trying to get the bag, like shopping her song out, but when she went to Gotti, she signed without him. So now, and her deal was $600,000. You know what I'm saying? And me and my partner, me and Kizzy talked about it, and I feel like she should have got more for that, but I feel like she was so willing to try to get money that she took the bag, but she kind of snaked this nigga, and I feel like that happens every day.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put people on. Somebody may do that to me, but I look at it as if niggas is doing what Hit Kid is doing, you should just be a gatekeeper and put people on.
Kind of like Soulja Boy in a sense.
Yeah, Soulja and he's fine with that, and so I just look at it as in like with like the New York group you're saying where they need a man, huh?
I got pee again.
I just talk the New York group that has a manager and stuff like that. I feel like they can get on, but niggas have to really fall into the role play position, because if you don't fall into the role play position, you're gonna fall in the role of what many artists before us came through. Literally, Glorilla and that dude, like before their beef, I had faith that they can come out with the group of girls, because Glorilla is a different type of artist. She may talk, that sometimes that shit, but she, to me, got bars. And they could have went somewhere. That's why I feel like both of them are salty, but it's always the business. Even down, if I was to do business with somebody right now, somebody might just get a $500,000 deal, and they might have to X me out. Like, that's what niggas got to do right now just to get to where they get to, but it need to be the right people to put people on. And that's just my take on the Glorilla thing. That just basically stemmed off of what we was just talking about. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I like streaming and just running my mouth like this, even with no camera on. Cause even with no camera on, I can get my thoughts out and just say what I have to say, and I'm gonna just have to just cut it up or whatever in a timely manner. You good though?
I'm good.
Nah,
No, I don't know.
No. Basically, I was just saying, like, I feel like you know it already. Basically, Glorilla and that group of girls and the dude, they tried to start something new, but somebody folded. Somebody folded in that time period. Hello? Yeah. Huh? Alright. I'm coming right now. Okay, just go outside. I'm gonna call it. Just try. Alright, I'm coming. Alright, so can you come with me, please, real quick? I think they trying to jump Kizzy and shit like that.
Hey, who?
I guess Candace and them.
Oh, hold on. Damn, I got this Coke right here.
Yeah, just leave it. We're gonna come back and we can talk.
I got it on my phone. That's the thing.
Damn, if you could just meet me in the car, y'all. I gotta go.
Damn, where my $10? Fuck.
I'll pay you back. I just need you to ride for me real quick.